Hello, I'm Chris, Suffolk Record Collector. Another finds video, and we've got a decent one. Just finds video. We've got 10 records, I believe we've got here. There's some hard to find records here. Very hard to find some of these. So with that, we shall get straight on into it. We're going to start off in 1970. An album that was originally released in 1970. So pleased to have it, find this. I have waited years and years for a UK copy of this, an original UK copy. Although this is the second pressing, not first. So the album is UFO 1. This is UFO's first album. Like I say, originally released in 1970 on Beacon, on the Orange Beacon label, which is second press. It was originally released in 1970 on a black label, and this is in near mint condition. There are no spindle marks, and yeah, phenomenal. I mean, I can't believe I had a copy of this. I have a copy, but I have a reissue, and compared to this, that sounds like trash. It's a modern reissue. I think that's a half-speed master from Abbey Road. Doesn't sound good at all, not when you compare it to this. Back in the day when I was much younger, there used to be like German pressings of this about, but I don't even see those now. But I believe it's probably the first time I've come across an original UK pressing. It's not really, second pressing. So really pleased to have this. Like I say, this is really early UFO when it's their first album, space rock stuff. So they were young lads, 18 years old. Side 1, unidentified flying object, Boogie, Come On Everybody, Shake It About, Melinda. Side 2, Timothy, Follow You Home, Treacle Pops, Who Do You Love, and Evil. Yeah, brilliant album. Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. So that is UFO. Next, we're going to enter the realm of prog and that sort of thing with an absolutely phenomenal LP that I've heard before, but I have never been lucky enough to own a copy. It's been on my list for years and years and years. Originals are out of the question, so we're looking for reissues, really, for me. Anyway, the album is Aphrodite's Child 666. This is so good. Such a good album. Now, this is a mid-70s pressing on a Spaceship label. As you can see, again, that has never ever been played. This is like brand new. Mid-70s Dutch pressing. Sounds really good. It really does sound good. And what can I say about this album? It is a masterpiece, isn't it? It really is. Really is a masterpiece. It's spoke about and talked about a lot on the VC, and rightly so. Rightly so. I mean, obviously, we all know it's Vangelis and Dennis Roussos and a couple of others. Phenomenal record, and I am just so pleased to have this, because even these are not easy to find. I mean, a year ago I found a modern reissue of this Music on Vinyl one, limited edition. I didn't buy it because it was 150 quid. So a lot of money, isn't it? And I ain't going to pay 150 quid for a reissue of this. So Really pleased, really pleased. Phenomenal record. Stay in the prog theme. I just so pleased to find it. I mean, I've been so pleased to find all these records we got here. But yeah, this one definitely. So what do we have? We have band Match and Mole with their second album called Match and Mole's Little Red Record. Oh, this is brilliant. This is fantastic. Obviously, Match and Mole, formed by Robert Wyatt when he left Soft Machine. Very short-lived band. I'm not quite sure how many albums they've done. I've got the other one, the first one. And I know this is their second. And they might have done one more. Not 100% sure on that. Comes in its little red inner. There's some inners come with a mole printed on. About that, and some inners don't. This one doesn't. But this is an original UK first pressing on CBS. In really nice condition. Look at that. No real blemishes or anything. Beautiful. And it wants to be, because you want to get these good. These want to be good. Canterbury prog, superb cover. Oh yeah, that is amazing. It's an amazing picture. So there was a slight line-up change from the first album, which was also released in '72, but early '72. You don't have David Sinclair on here anymore. You have, or I can't remember who it was, from not Camel, from Caravan. But anyway, on here you've got David McRae, Robert Wyatt, Phil Miller and Bill McCormick. Yeah, released in '72. Highly recommended. Yeah, anything by Robert Wyatt, you know, is fairly good. But these Match and Mole albums are really good. So that's that. And what else do we have? I have this. I have a UK 1E of this. Talking about David Bowie. But not complete. That's a nice VG+. But I see this and I just can't resist it because it's complete. And you just do not see this record complete very often. It's a Canadian pressing, not a UK, but the mastering's exactly the same. The record is exactly the same, just this one's on Dynaplex. So we're talking about David Bowie, as I said, but we're talking about Space Oddity. And this is an original Canadian pressing. The cover is, not bad. For the age, there's a lot of wear around the edges. But it's really not bad. There's no real ring wear. Starting to come on the back here. So, what do I mean by complete? Well, came with its original inner, which my UK copy does not have. Okay. And it should have had. It comes with that inner. And it also came, now in Canada and the UK the same. Early first pressings of this came, like I've just shown you, with the inner and that and the LP. It also came with a poster. This is what is missing, because not every first pressing came with a poster. Only the first, I don't know how many. But this has never been up on a wall. What's that? Never been up on a wall. Absolutely superb. And this is such a good album, isn't it? We know the record. It's such a good album. Originally released, this is from '72. So originally this was released in '69. I believe it was '69, as Man of Words, Man of Music on Mercury, and that is a rare record. And with he wasn't famous then, not really. And once Ziggy Stardust came out, they quickly reissued the earlier albums, like this one, Man Who Sold the World. Like I say, this is Canadian. It's Dynaflex, in beautiful condition, really nice. You know, I won't leave that there, not with the poster in it. Not for what I paid for it, which was not a lot of money. I didn't have to pay any extra for that poster. So it was a no-brainer. So I'll just go through the tracks on here. For those that don't know, Space Oddity, Unwashed and Somewhat Slightly Dazed, Letter to Hermione, Signet Committee, Janine, An Occasional Dream, Wild-Eyed Boy from Tree Cloud, God Knows I'm Good, and Memory of a Free Festival. David Bowie, Space Oddity, and this sounds phenomenal. This is a phenomenal sounding record. The UK one is a phenomenal sounding record. Well worth picking up on vinyl, without a doubt. So next, another stonker of a record, but we're getting ahead of ourselves now. We're going further forward now. We're getting to '77, and you know, Mind the Bollocks was released in '77, was it? The Clash album was released in '77. Not a good album was released in '77, but I used to have a copy of this, and I don't know what happened to it back in the day when I was a kid, when I was at school, or just left school. I had this, and it's a phenomenal record. And it can be an expensive record, a bit on the pricey side. That's why I've never really replaced it back into the collection until now. So we're talking about the band Television, and obviously Marquee Moon. And this has been talked about so much on the PC. This is an original UK first pressing, in beautiful condition. Really happy to have found this with its original lyric inner, it's on Electra, and that has never ever, I don't think, seen a turntable. There is no spindle marks. It is like brand new. The hole is nice and tight. The spindle, yeah, superb stuff. Superb stuff. And this is such a good sounding record. Jesus, this does sound good. And for me, one of the best albums of '77, released in '77, one of, and that is a year where there is a lot of good albums, but 100% All Day Long would be in the top 10, my top 10, all day long. But I don't rank records, because one day I might think one thing, one day I think another. So I'll go through the tracks on here. See No Evil, Venus, Friction, Marquee Moon, Elevation, Guiding Light, Prove It, Torn Curtain. And I mean, I've got a few albums here I'm going to show where I'm going to say, well, really my favourite tracks on here are, no, the whole album needs to be listened to in its entirety. Every track is phenomenal. If you're looking for copies of this, when you look at the cover, yeah, it'll put you like on the road to finding the first pressing. To get further, you have to do a little bit of other further investigation, but usually if you've got 2 exclamation marks. Yeah, no barcode or anything, 2 exclamation marks. More like the first press. So, that's Television Marquee Moon. Phenomenal record. Phenomenal. We're going to start, well, this next album was released in, well, Discogs are saying 85. It says 81 on the record itself, copyright. But I'm not sure. That's one of those. But this is good. This is good. So we're going a bit more punky here. We've got a band called Fall. Okay, and this is a comp. Yeah, of singles released between 77 and 79. For the Fall. This is good. I really do like this. Really do like this. So, side 1, Repetition, Bingo Masters Breakout, Psycho Mafia, Various Times, It's the New Thing. Side 2, Roachy Rumble, In My Area, Dice Man, Psychic Dancehall, Second Dark Age, and Fiery Jack. Great album, and I love the cover. The cover on this is just, it's really good, really good. I mean, they've done loads of albums, you know, they went for a long time before, for about a long while. We don't know much about them at all, but I picked this up just early singles, and I thought, well, I'm going to give that a whirl. It was not an expensive record at all. That's the label it's on is Step Forward Records. Nice condition, barely played. I think there's one review when I was adding this on the Discogs. There was one review on there, and the review was, if you see this record, just buy it. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, because it's different, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Oh, it's time. And yeah, it's a good listen. I really like it. So that's the Fall. Okay. A little bit of a story here. So I've got two records to show. We'll start off with, it's a little bit of a story. A few weeks back, I was up on where I buy a lot of records from, my normal market stall. It's a very good stall. He has some very good stuff actually on the stall. But you really need to get to know him, speak to him, and because when you talk to him, he'll bring stuff in for you if he's got it, you know. Anyway, we were talking, and he was saying he just bought quite a large new wave punk collection, lots of stuff in. He said, and a lot of it is so obscure he doesn't even know what it is. But there's some really good stuff in that in there. I said, well, I'll be interested. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll bring some in for you on Wednesday. This was a few weeks back. On the Wednesday, because he's there Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I had to be on holiday that week, so that was fine. I said, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be back on Wednesday. He said, it's better than Saturday. I've got more time with people. So I said, yeah, no, I'll come up. So I went up, and a lot of this stuff I don't know what it is. I'm not a big punk collector. I know the more famous records and that, you know, and the ones that done well, but the stuff that didn't sell and stuff, I don't know. I don't know much about it. So I'm going through these records, and I find two. He only brought about, I don't know, about 30, 40 records. and I picked two out. Three, but one of them's not in this video. That's for another video. One record I've been looking for a long time. I had it back in the day when it first came out. I remember buying it at Woolies. But I don't know what's happened. I got wrecked and stuff because this came out in '81. Got wrecked and stuff, and I never ever replaced it. And I've regretted it ever since. But I bought two records by this band because with this record, when I picked this one up, I said, I'm interested in that. He said, yeah, okay. And then the next one underneath it, I started bloody shaking. Because, yeah, if you think this record I'm going to show is a rare record, which today it is, because I think it's in demand. Yeah, it didn't sell that well, I don't think, but it was in demand. It's in demand now. People want it. So what spare copies are laying around are starting to fetch premium prices. But the other record, yeah, that's truly rare. So let's get in what we got. Okay. We're going to talk about a band called The Sound. Okay. Now, the record that I've been looking for quite a few years now. It's this one, from the Lion's Mouth. If you know this record, you know what I'm saying is correct. This is a masterpiece. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is a UK first pressing on a black Corova label. In really nice condition, plays without any problems whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful record. As I say, this can be pricey and hard to find, so don't buy the first thing you see. You need to wait until that comes down to your pocket, because it will do. It has done here. Phenomenal record. I mean, okay, you have the band consists of Adrian Borland vocals, guitars, Graham Green bass, Max Mayers keyboards, Mike Dudley drums, percussion. I think that might be slightly different on the first album, but we'll see. Have a look at that. Tracks on here: Winning, Sense of Purpose, Contact the Fact, Skeletons, Judgment, Fatal Flaw, Possession, The Fire, Silent Air, New Age Dark. Every track superb. The album from beginning to end, superb. Absolutely superb, with an amazing cover art again. Absolutely phenomenal. Check this out. Check this album out. If you don't know it, you need to hear it. I'm sure you stream this. Stream it. However you can hear this, hear it. Yeah, highly recommend it. Like I say, with that was another album by this band. And I believe this is a this is a rare record. So, it's 1981. In 1980, they released their first album, Jeopardy. Beautiful copy. And that. Now, there are two very early pressings of this. Okay. So you have the Corova label with the owl on and the green dots running through it. I think you know what I mean. That's classed as the first press. But there is a white and orange label. I'll show you. like this. This is a completely different label. You can see that? This is classed as a variation of the first press. Okay. But some people say, well, yeah, it is a variation, but this is the initial press, and stamped either side in the matrix numbers. Actually stamped in here is strawberry mastering, or strawberry stamped each side, which the other label does not have. Very, very, very rare. Hardly anybody has this. It's not for sale on Discogs at all anywhere in the world. Very, very rare. And because of that, I'd say very rare, and hardly anybody has this press anyway. Whether they get mixed up and think, oh, that's not first, the cow with the, orange, green and orange is. But the tracks on here, I Can't Escape Myself, Heartland, phenomenal. Hour of Need, Words Fail Me, Missiles, Heyday, Heyday, Jeopardy, Night vs. Day, Resistance, Unwritten Law, and Desire. Now, if I've just said that other record's a masterpiece, this is equally a masterpiece. It's a different album. It's a slightly different sound. No, it's not. It's a little bit more edgy, a little bit more unrefined. But I mean, as a debut album, this is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal record. I love this. I'm so happy to have found a copy of this, because people will search for years and years and years and years, and I just had to stumble across it because I was looking more for the other album. I'd never even heard this, but I did not hesitate in buying this. I know this is a good album. Again, I love that cover. So that's the sound, Jeopardy. Right, so next, upgrade copy for me. I bought this record from Woolies again, here in the UK when it first came out. I think this was 80, 85. Have a look in a minute. And I love it. I love it. I'm upgrading that copy that I've had since 85 with another UK first pressing that's in mint condition. So I've got another new copy after all these years. And I love it, because I go through times when I do play this quite a lot, and then I might not play it forever, for ages. But we're talking about Sisters of Mercy, we're talking about Floodland, with the Hope sticker, includes a lyric sheet. Lyric sheet is somewhere. Love this album. Love it, love it, love it. I love that other album as well. Not as highly produced as this album. I think their other album's 85. I think this might be 87. 86. 87. Alex. Original inner. Some people don't like this album, but that's a beauty. I love it. I've got to say, it's been with me since 85. And I still listen to it. And their other album, which I think was this is 87. I think the other album's 85. Why is it they always like this when you're trying to put them in when you're trying to do a video? It's mental, isn't it, huh? So tracks on here. Side 1, Dominion, Mother Russia, Flood 1, Lucretia, 1959. Amazing track. This Corrosion, so I do This Corrosion, Flood 2, Driven Like the Snow, and Neverland. Amazing album. I love this album. It's really, really good. I like Sisters of Mercy anyway. I've got quite a bit of their stuff, 12 inches, early 12 inches, and stuff like that. Their other album from '85. And there's another couple that I've never got, like Vision Thing and stuff. I don't think I've ever heard Vision Thing. I don't know. I have to look out for it. So Sisters of Mercy. One more record. Yeah, I mean, again, I think this is from '92. Bought this when it first came out on CD, not on vinyl. And I've only now managed to put a vinyl copy into the collection because, again, this is a record that can be expensive. Didn't pay too much for this at all. But I mean, this is such a brilliant album. But it's the way it sounds on vinyl. It's a phenomenal sounding album. So what have we got? We've got Automatic for the People by R.E.M. Beautiful copy. Oh, I really, really do like this album. Really, really do. And it's originally in everything as it should be. In virtually on Warner Brothers as it should be. German press. Well, a German press album at Alsdorf. Look at the condition. Unplayed, mate, unplayed. Think of that. Superb record. Superb record. This is R.E.M. at their finest. There's not a bad track on here. There really is. For me, I mean, other people are going to have different ideas, aren't they? But for me, not a bad track on here. 92. Right, so side 1, Dries, Try Not to Breathe. Side 1, Sleeps Tonight. Everybody Hurts. New Orleans, instrumental number 1. Sweet as Swallows. Side 2, Monty Got a Raw Deal. Ignoreland. Starmy Kitten. Man on the Moon. Night Swimming, and Find the River. With the hype sticker that was obviously on the frame, but I took it off and stuck it on to there, and that's where that will stay. I won't try and get that off. But yeah, everything's there. You know, really, really tidy copy of R.E.M. Automatic for the People. Right, with that is the video done. That is all the records for this finds. For these finds done. As I think you'll know, you realise that there's some very, very good records to check out there. Some you may not have heard of or not seen, but check them out because there's some phenomenal music there. I will be back with a video soon. Maybe something a little bit different. So I collect records, I collect lots of music, not just this format. I don't collect CDs. A lot of CDs I class as just a way of listening to a piece of music. Got no interest in collecting it whatsoever. But there's a certain niche area of CD that I do collect, and I have for years, and have quite a large collection. I might start, if anyone's interested in showing that, because I have bought some recently, some rare CDs to to add to that collection, which is the first I've bought in many, many years. So I'm going to show those anyway because they are fine. Yeah. If people are probably that they warrant a video of their own. So I'll do that video, and if people want to see what I actually have in my niche CD collection, then I may start doing videos and showing off what I actually have in the collection. So I think I'm gonna start adding to that again, but we'll see. They're not easy to find at all. Most of it will be online shopping, because where you can buy this, you're not, a lot of the time you're not able to. So thank you everybody for listening to that rather big ramble there, but thank you everybody for tuning in and watching this. There's some great records there to go through. So I can't, there's 2 or 3 records there. Just you do not see them about at all. I just happen to always talk to people because that's how it comes about, getting to know people, getting to know dealers and whatever. So thank you everybody who's tuned in. Means a lot, really does mean a lot. Thank you all so much. With that, we'll be back very soon with another video, but stay good everyone, and I'll catch you all later.